Good afternoon and welcome to Real Estate Radio San Antonio with your host Carla and Stan Hester, where we'll bring you an important hour of radio every Sunday right here on KLUP Talk Radio 930. We're part of the Real Estate Radio Network, which is a national network of local real estate professionals dedicated to delivering timely, balanced truths about the local market conditions and in an effort to help maintain Americans' good credit, minimize their debt, and achieve the dream of home ownership. And sitting here beside me today is my cohort, my boss, my business partner, my wife, and my best friend, Carla. Good afternoon, Carla.
Oh, that was quite an introduction. Thank you, Stan.
Well, it's true, So, hey, we've got a really exciting show here today. Our guest is an incredible insurance agent. He's a personal friend of ours, and so I'm looking forward to talking with him this afternoon as we get going. Yeah. To get the formalities out of the way, Carla's national mortgage license is number 219059, and mine, Stan Hester, is number 956893. And usually we just take a few moments at the start of our show to kind of go over a little bit about what some of the emails are that we get on our show. And one of the ones that came in a couple of times that I think that we'll address this week is on Mortgage Matters here is how to avoid the PMI. And what is PMI and exactly how do you get around that?
Okay, so PMI is private mortgage insurance. And so it depends on what program you're in, if you're going to have PMI or not PMI, or how much money you put down. And so you have your USDA. Let's just talk about USDA loan, which is 100%. Mm-hmm. So they do have mortgage insurance, but it's at a 0.5%, very low, mm-hmm. Compared to FHA.
And that's based on the entire price of the loan?
That's right.
Okay.
The loan. Mm-hmm. There's upfront mortgage insurance that's rolled into the loan, and so that's calculated over the life of the loan. It doesn't change your payment by a whole lot, but it's your monthly. So USDA, you're going to have mortgage insurance
on a USDA now. Mm-hmm. So many people that we have talk about the private mortgage insurance on a FHA loan, on a government-backed loan there. So
yeah,
tell us a little bit about how that works.
Well, FHA changed about a year ago now, a little over a year ago, and their mortgage insurance will go for the life of the loan in most cases, and not every case, but most cases it's the life of the loan. So FHA and USDA is 100% loan, and FHA is 3.5% down as your minimum. And then you have mortgage upfront mortgage insurance mm-hmm. at 1.75, but your monthly is 1.35. So that's a big mortgage insurance. That's a big payment every month.
Yeah. Now, how do I get around that if someone does not want to pay that mortgage insurance? Is there a way that they can not pay that insurance?
Yeah. Go conventional.
Go conventional.
Put more money down.
So it's cash is the issue here, though. But
it is.
Is there any way to get around that on an FHA loan at all?
There's not. No.
Okay.
I don't care if you put 25% down. You're still going to have mortgage insurance on FHA. So if you have to go FHA, we educate our buyers that at some point they're going to have enough equity in their house and maintain good credit that we can refinance them into a conventional loan. And even if the rate's higher, they're still going to save money because of that mortgage insurance.
That's one of the things I do see in the office, and I appreciate that you take the time to talk with our clients, our guests, as they come into our office and explain all the options, how it's going to work. Not only today, but down the road for them mm-hmm. in the years ahead. It's so important. Owning a home is so very important, but also to build equity and to have that position of, I always call it a position of power, because when you're ahead in the game in that home ownership, you have that equity. It just gives you that, one other way, just a position of power that you've got financial equity in your life built in there. So,
right, well, it's important. Things change all the time in our industry and everybody's industry, and it's important that you have someone that you know and trust. You can go and you can get the truth mm-hmm. and the real numbers about and give options. So, and then the other program you could do is your veterans. Is your VA loan, which is an awesome loan because you don't have monthly mortgage insurance, so it's another 100% loan. You do have upfront mortgage insurance get added in, amortized over the life of the loan, but you don't have the mortgage insurance, so it's a great loan. And the other one that is a great loan is conventional, okay. And your minimum with conventional is going to be 5% down. And you can do, we have what we call lender paid MIs, so we can increase the rate maybe by an eighth or a quarter and cover that mortgage insurance, and you don't have mortgage insurance.
Okay.
So so we have to run the numbers. You have to run the scenarios to see if that works for this particular buyer. But if you put 20% down, you won't have mortgage insurance. Or you could do a first and a second. So you could have a first lien, a second lien, and you're not going to have mortgage insurance.
So these are just options that people just need to be able to be aware of so they can make that correct decision.
Mortgage insurance is a great program,
It is.
And it's there to help.
Let me encourage you, if you have any questions, you can text us or call us at 210-708-3152. And again, that's 210-708-3152. And we'd love to get back with you and answer those questions or help you out and lead you in the right direction of that. So if you've just joined us, you're listening to Real Estate Radio San Antonio on KLUP Talk Radio. And we're just sitting here with my lovely business partner and host, Carla, and we've got a exciting guest coming up. He's actually a personal friend of ours. Greg is sitting here with us. Greg has resided in San Antonio for about 20 years. He runs the Greg Drott Allstate agencies, the Drott agencies. He's part of the Golf San Antonio with the Valero Texas Open. I know he works very hard and diligently out there. It's one of those things, he looks tired when I see him around the neighborhood that week that's going on, but then he talks about how great it was for the time after that ends. Greg is also a graduate of Texas State University, and we just want to welcome Greg Drott to our show today. Welcome, Greg.
Well, thank you.
So, as we start talking here, we've known you for a long time. We're just so excited that you're on the show. We your lovely bride Tracy and yourself, you're great business partners also, and great golfers together too. You might have to go a little bit with Tracy being a little on the higher end than yourself,
Most definitely.
Because she makes me a little more nervous if I play golf against her than against you. So, but what made you decide to start your own business? What was there a factor in there that helped you to go?
Well, I spent 19 years with another insurance company in the claims department, and the last 3 years of my career with them, I was spending time with the new agents, helping them become new agents and setting up their offices and dealing with their clients. And it was during those 3 years that I realized that many of this new wave of agents coming out had lost or didn't care about what an old-fashioned agency was all about. I wanted to bring back that concept of an open, friendly neighborhood agent where customers could come in, have a cold drink, cup of coffee, and sit down and talk with a licensed agent.
Wow, that's a great philosophy.
As I listen to you, Greg, I see myself in the same light, because that's kind of how our business started. You're helping other companies, and you see yourself. You see things that you don't like, and you see things you want to change, but you can't. So that's why we open our own companies, and then we can make positive changes within the people we have, we do business with, have relationships with. And it's the same thing, even with our real estate company. I always feel like it's the neighborhood mortgage company,
It's a lost art.
That's right. Yeah. Everybody comes in, has a cup of coffee, and so I love the fact that so also Greg and his wife work together, and they have the same company, and Stan and I, so we kind of have the same model, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So how long has your first agency been open, Greg?
We just celebrated our 5th anniversary of our first agency. And,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, 5 years.
And so you're on how many do you have now?
Between my wife and I, Tracy, we have 3 agencies. We've got one down on the south side, we've got one on the in the central part of San Antonio, and then we've got one on the northwest side out in Helotes.
Wow.
And these are Allstate agencies.
Yes, that's correct.
And so tell me what kind of insurance then you offer to your clients. What do you have?
We can provide them with anything that they need. If there's something to be insured, Allstate's got the product for it.
Oh, for real? Oh.
So whether you're talking about your home, your auto, your life, your business, health insurance, we can help people with that.
I guess I never thought about that. I just think about homeowners or auto insurance with Allstate, and I never thought. So that's good. So I'm getting educated today.
So do you cover health insurance also and life annuities, or how? I mean,
We can do a lot of that. The health insurance, we will let we'll let some of the brokers that we do business with handle that portion. But supplemental insurance, disability insurance, those are all things that we can help.
good. Well, I want to kind of backtrack a little bit here, because it's just I have a passion. Carla and I work together. Something that I've always had dreamed of. Probably dreamed of it a little bit more than she did actually at the time. But we finally had the chance to open our own business. What made you and Tracy decide to go in business together, and how do you handle that? Because I know Carla and I, we have to set boundaries up that, if work ends, we have to not talk about, because you could talk about work almost 24/7 if you're not careful, and then pretty soon you don't have anything to talk about because it's just work. And so how do you guys find that? Is it a lot of fun for you? Has it been a trial? Is it ups and downs? Is anything you want to share with us? It's not going to get you in trouble when you go home tonight, naturally.
Well, we've been married long enough that I don't get in too much trouble anymore. But I'm very lucky and blessed to be married to someone who I really like and enjoy. Not too many people can work in the same office with their spouse, but we have two very different personalities, and that's really what makes us so good at what we do. Having grown up in an insurance family, and Tracy joining our family many, many years ago, she learned very quickly that our after-hours conversations around the dinner table did turn to insurance quite often.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that. You said from an insurance family. I know your father was in the industry, and he trained you, and you got inspired by that, because so many of us are. I know I admire my father. And so tell us a little bit about how that growing up in that was a little bit like.
Absolutely. I like to tell people that I really started my career just days after I was born, because my father became an insurance agent and was a very successful agent for 37 years. So having grown up in that family, I started out by putting his flyers on windshields, on doorknobs of houses, chief window washer, and worked my way up to being an agent in his office. And after college, I got out and went to work for one of the largest property and casualty insurers in the nation.
Wow.
In their claims department, and spent 19 years with them.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to be back in just a few minutes. You won't want to go away. You want to listen to Greg. He's got some great ideas on insurance, and his show us the facts of what's coming up. But you're listening to Real Estate Radio San Antonio on KLUP.